What if I told you there was a way to keep your home tidy without having to do a deep clean every day? Have you ever wondered how some people manage to have a spotless home all the time, while others spend hours cleaning and the next day it's a mess again? Today I'm going to reveal the 10 secrets that completely transformed my cleaning routine and could revolutionize yours too. These are the same methods organized people use to keep their homes tidy, spending much less time and energy. If you keep doing things the way you've always done them, you'll continue to tire and become frustrated with a messy house. What you'll discover in this video will forever change the way you manage your home. I'll show you practical techniques that work even for those with limited time, small children, or a busy schedule. Get ready because some of these secrets will completely surprise you, especially the last one I'm saving for last, which could save you up to 3 hours a week. Tip 1. The 2-minute rule that transforms any home you know. That feeling that the house is never completely clean. The problem isn't a lack of time, but the way we organize our tasks. The 2-minute rule is simple and powerful. If something takes less than 2 minutes to do it right away. Think about how many times you leave dishes in the sink, clothes on the bed, or shoes thrown in the entryway. Each of these small tasks takes less than 2 minutes, but when they pile up, they become a mountain that takes hours to solve. It's like a snowball that grows until it becomes impossible to control. In practice, it works like this. Finished using a dish? Wash it immediately. Unpacked clothes? Put them away immediately. Grab something from a cupboard, put it away as soon as you're done using it. It seems obvious, but most people don't do this because they're always in a rush or procrastinating. When you apply this rule, your home naturally stays organized. There's no accumulation of clutter, no panic when someone comes over. It's like having an invisible cleaning crew working around the clock, but that team is you, taking small actions that add up to big results. Tip 2. The power of having a specific place for everything. The biggest cause of clutter at home isn't a lack of cleanliness, it's a lack of organization. When every object has a specific place to stay, maintaining order becomes automatic. The problem with many homes is that things get scattered around because they don't have a defined home. Imagine your home as a giant jigsaw puzzle. Every piece has a perfect place to fit. When you know exactly where everything goes, you don't waste time searching or leaving objects lying around. It's the difference between a house that always looks messy and one that's always in order. Start by defining where the items you use every day are kept. Keys always on the same hook near the door. The remote control always in the same place on the coffee table. Glasses always in the same nightstand drawer. It may seem overly strict, but it's actually liberating. When you get home tired, you don't have to think about where to put your things. When you rush out the door in the morning, you know exactly where your keys are. When you want to watch TV, you don't have to search all over the house for the remote. This organization saves time, reduces stress, and keeps your home looking presentable without any extra effort. Tip 3. How to create routines that work on their own. The secret of people who keep their homes clean isn't cleaning more. It's creating routines that work on autopilot. When you make organization a habit, you don't have to think about it anymore. It happens naturally, like brushing your teeth or taking a shower. The key is to link organizational tasks to actions you already do every day. For example, while the coffee brews in the morning, you can tidy the kitchen from the night before. While waiting for the shower to heat, you can put away the clothes on the bed. While brushing your teeth at night, you can organize the sink items. These routines work because they take advantage of time that would normally be wasted waiting. You're not adding more tasks to your day. You're being smarter with the time you already have. It's like having organizational superpowers, but it's really just a matter of creating smart connections between activities. The results are impressive. Within a few weeks, you'll notice your home is always tidy without any conscious effort. Routines become so automatic that you don't even realize you're doing them. It's the difference between battling clutter every day and having organization work for you. Hey, before we move on to the next tip, if you're enjoying these practical tips, Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any organization-related content. And let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I love hearing from you. Tip 4. The layered cleaning technique that saves hours. Most people make the same mistake. They try to clean everything at once. This is not only time-consuming but also demotivating. The layered cleaning technique divides your home into priority levels, allowing you to keep everything presentable with much less effort. It works like this. There's the surface layer, which is what people see when they enter your home. This needs to be kept tidy. There's the middle layer, which consists of drawers, cabinets, and hidden corners. These can be organized once a week. And there's the deep layer, which consists of spaces like under the bed and the back of closets, which can be cleaned monthly. In practice, you only spend 15 minutes a day taking care of the surface layer. This means straightening the sofa cushions, wiping down the coffee table, and organizing visible objects. Your house always looks clean for guests, but you don't kill yourself working. The result is a consistently presentable home, spending a fraction of the time it would take to keep everything perfect all the time. It's like having a magazine-worthy home, but without the stress of daily heavy cleaning. You work smart, not hard. Tip 5. The secret to self-organizing containers. One of the biggest organizational problems occurs when small objects are scattered throughout the house. Pens, coins, hair ties, chargers, small items that create visual clutter and are difficult to find when needed. The solution lies in using strategic containers. Place a small box or jar in each room of the house. In the kitchen, a container for paper clips and small utensils. In the living room, one for remote controls and chargers. In the bedroom, one for jewelry and accessories. In the bathroom, one for small items that get scattered around the sink. When you get home and have change in your pocket, you don't have to decide where to put it. You go straight to the container in the hallway. When you're done using your cell phone charger, you don't just leave it lying around. You go to the container in the living room. This organization happens without thinking because you've created a simple and efficient system. The power of this technique lies in its simplicity. You don't need expensive furniture or complex systems. Any container will do. Glass jars, shoe boxes, small baskets. The important thing is to have a specific place for the small objects that cause most of the visual clutter in your home. Tip 6. How the 1-for-1 rule eliminates hoarding. One of the main causes of clutter is the accumulation of objects. We buy new things, but we don't get rid of the old ones. The result is a house full of items we don't use, but which take up space and create clutter. The 1-for-1 rule solves this problem elegantly. Every time you bring something new home, you need to get something old out. Bought a new outfit? Donate one you no longer wear. Got a new appliance? Pass on the old one. Brought a new plant? Find a new home for one that's not well cared for. This rule works because it keeps the amount of objects in your home balanced. You don't accumulate unnecessary things. You don't overload your spaces. And you always have only what you actually use and like. It's like having a home that self-regulates, keeping only the essentials. The results go beyond organization. You save money because you only buy what you really need. You save time because you have fewer objects to clean and organize. And you gain peace of mind because your home becomes lighter and more functional. It's a complete transformation in the way you relate to objects. Tip 7. The 5-minute strategy that transforms any environment. When a space is too cluttered, we tend to feel like it will take hours to organize. This leads to procrastination, and the mess only gets worse. The 5-minute strategy breaks this psychological barrier and produces surprising results. It works like this. Set a timer for 5 minutes and organize as much as you can in one space. Don't try to do everything perfectly, just improve what you can in that time. You'll be surprised at how much you can accomplish in 5 minutes when you're focused. The power of this technique isn't just in what you can organize, but in what it does to your motivation. 5 minutes is a time anyone can find in their schedule. It's not scary. It doesn't seem impossible. When you see the results, you usually want to keep organizing. Often after 5 minutes, you'll want to keep going because you see how beautiful the environment is becoming. Other times, you'll stop and be satisfied with your progress. In both cases, you win. It's like tricking your brain into starting a task that seemed too difficult. Tip 8. The spiral organization method that keeps everything in place. Most people try to organize their entire home at once and give up halfway through. The spiral organizing method works differently. You start with small circles and gradually expand, creating a solid foundation of organization. Start with the most used space in the house, usually the kitchen or living room. Completely organize that space and keep it that way for a week. Once that space is functioning perfectly, expand to the next room. It's like building a house. You need a solid foundation before you can build the walls. The result is that you never feel overwhelmed and always have at least one space in your home running smoothly. This motivates you to keep going and creates a pattern of success. Each organized space becomes an example of what's possible. This technique is especially powerful because it respects the limits of your energy and time. You don't try to do everything at once, but you don't stand still either. It's constant, sustainable progress that leads to lasting results. It's like having an organization team working from your home, but you're the project manager. Before moving on to the next tip, I want to tell you about something special I've prepared for those who want to go beyond this video. It's a complete guide with organization secrets that completely transform my home and can transform yours too. The link is in the pinned comment, and for a limited time, I'm offering a special discount for channel subscribers. Now let's move on to the next tips, which are some of my favorites. Tip 9. How to use the preventive maintenance technique. Preventative maintenance isn't just for cars and appliances. It works perfectly for keeping your home organized. Instead of waiting for clutter to build up and then cleaning it up, you take small preventative actions that prevent clutter from happening. For example, every night before bed, take a quick tour of the house, putting away items that have been misplaced. Every morning while you're having coffee, quickly organize the kitchen. Every time you leave a room, take with you something that doesn't belong there. These preventative actions are like a vaccine against clutter. You invest a few minutes every day to avoid hours of heavy cleaning on the weekend. Prevention is much smarter than cure, and the result is a home that's always tidy. The secret is consistency. It doesn't have to be perfect every day, but it does need to be consistent. It's better to do a little every day than a lot once a week. Your home will thank you, and you'll have more free time for the things that really matter. Tip 10. The zone system that revolutionizes organization. This is the secret that can save up to 3 hours a week. Instead of treating your home as a single space, divide it into zones with specific functions. Each zone has its own rules and organizational systems, making everything more efficient. Create an entry area for keys, bags, and shoes, a work area for papers and office supplies, a relaxation area for remote controls and entertainment items. When each area has a clear function, organization comes naturally. The power of this system lies in its clarity. You always know where to find what you need and where to store what you're using. There's no confusion, no lost objects, no time wasted searching for things. It's like having a home that doubles as a well-organized office. Plus, when each zone is well-defined, you can keep the entire house organized by tackling one area at a time. On Monday, you organize the entryway, Tuesday, the work area, and so on. It's a self-sustaining system that completely transforms the functionality of your home. Now you know the 10 secrets that make the difference between a messy house and a tidy one. These methods aren't just theory. They're practical techniques that work even for those with limited time and many responsibilities. The most important thing is to start today. Choose one of these tips and apply it to your home today. Don't try to do everything at once, but don't put it off until tomorrow either. Small, consistent actions create big changes. If you apply these techniques, your home will become a more organized, functional, and enjoyable place to live. You'll reclaim precious hours of your week and have more energy for the things that truly matter in your life. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these tips will you apply first? Tell us in the comments which one caught your attention the most and how you plan to use it in your home. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe and activate the bell to receive more tips that will make your life easier.